After years of wandering in the wilderness, Israel finally reached Kadesh Barnea on the southern border of the Promised Land. After all that they had gone through, all the hard lessons the Lord had sought to teach them, all the powerful judgments issued upon those who openly rebelled, one would have thought that these people, once and for all, finally would have been ready for the Lord to use them to their fullest potential. As we know, that wasn't quite how it happened. Good morning. Wake up to Fochari. Take heed lest you fall. When water ceased to flow at Israel's encampment at Kadesh Barnea, a grand opportunity presented itself for them to look to God for help. As always, He had provided for them in the past, so why should it be different now? However, they quickly forgot the past and turned on Moses and Aaron with their old complaints. While Moses turned to God, who commanded him to speak to the rock and water would flow, but Moses did the contrary. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of a rock, and Moses said to them, "Listen, you rebels, must we bring water out of this rock?" Then Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out in the community and the livestock drank. We find that in the book of Numbers chapter 20 verses 10 to 11. But God wasn't very pleased with Moses. He said to Moses and Aaron, "Because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring this community into the land I give you." On one level, it's easy to understand Moses' frustration. First of all, he had just buried his sister and no doubt was feeling pain over that. And then to hear these people utter basically the same complaints that their forefathers had made years ago. Nevertheless, in the eyes of the Lord, none of this excused his behavior. Even the most faithful and diligent servants of the Lord need to be careful. What makes this sin even worse was that it was done by someone who had been given great privileges. Think of all that Moses had seen of God's power. Think of all the incredible revelations of the Lord that he had and again witnessed. And yet, even with all that, he allowed self to be risen up and dominate. What a warning this should be to the rest of us. Therefore, let him who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall.